If you've just picked up a Steam Deck and wonder where to start, these 20 games are just exactly what you need. Black Mesa is a reimagined journey through the Black Mesa Research Facility, where a routine experiment spirals into catastrophe. As Gordon Freeman, a theoretical physicist, you navigate the aftermath of a resonance cascade that tears open a rift to the alien dimension Zen, unleashing otherworldly creatures into the facility. The situation worsens when a military unit arrives, not to rescue, but to eliminate all witnesses, throwing you into a conflict against both alien invaders and human forces. The game unfolds across 19 meticulously redesigned chapters. You'll traverse diverse environments, from the stark corridors of research labs to the desolate expanses of the New Mexico desert, and ultimately the surreal landscapes of Zen. The revamped Zen levels, once criticized in the original Half-Life, now offer a visually rich and expansive experience, transforming them into a highlight of the game. Shootouts are dynamic, featuring an array of weapons ranging from conventional firearms to experimental alien technology. Enemy behavior has been refined, presenting more strategic challenges and interactions. The iconic crowbar remains a staple in your arsenal, symbolizing Freeman's resilience. Narrative depth is enriched through environmental storytelling and character interactions. Incidental dialogues and background events contribute to a sense of a living, breathing facility, adding layers to the unfolding disaster. The mysterious G-Man's appearances throughout the game add an element of intrigue, hinting at larger forces at play. Black Mesa stands as a testament to dedicated craftsmanship, offering a fresh yet faithful rendition of a classic tale. Whether you're revisiting the story or experiencing it anew, the game delivers a compelling and richly detailed adventure through one of science fiction's most iconic settings. Dying Light is a high-octane first-person action survival game set in a vast open world overrun by a zombie apocalypse, combining intense combat with fluid parkour mechanics. You will explore this open world, scavenging for supplies, crafting weapons, and fighting hordes of undead as well as hostile humans. The game introduces a dynamic day-night cycle. During the day, the infected are slower and more manageable, but at night, powerful predators called volatiles emerge, turning the city into a treacherous survival challenge. The gameplay emphasizes creative problem-solving, allowing players to craft unique weapons and utilize parkour to escape or outmaneuver enemies. The Enhanced Edition expands on this experience, introducing the following expansion, which adds a new map and a customizable buggy for traversal. The game also supports cooperative multiplayer, letting you team up with friends for missions or to simply survive together. Resident Evil 2 transports you to a nightmarish version of Raccoon City, where a catastrophic viral outbreak has transformed its citizens into ravenous zombies. You will navigate this perilous environment through the eyes of two distinct characters: Leon Kennedy, a rookie police officer on his first day, and Claire Redfield, a college student in search of her missing brother, Chris. Their intertwined stories offer varied perspectives on the city's descent into chaos, with each character facing unique challenges and uncovering different facets of the unfolding horror. You have to scavenge for limited ammunition and health supplies, making every encounter a test of strategy and nerve. The introduction of formidable foes, such as the relentless Mr. X, heightens the tension, keeping you on edge all the way to the ending credits. Chivalry 2 is an immersive multiplayer medieval combat game, building on the success of its predecessor, Chivalry: Medieval Warfare. Released in 2021, it brings epic cinematic battles to life with intense, fast-paced melee combat across massive 64-player battlefields. You will take part in brutal castle sieges, village raids, and all-out wars, featuring stunning moments like flaming arrows soaring through the sky, catapults wreaking terrain, and intense sword fights. The game's revamped combat system offers more fluid and engaging mechanics, allowing you to experiment with various fighting styles and tactics. The game features 4 distinct classes, each with its own arsenal of medieval weaponry. From swords and axes to crossbows and longbows, the choices are diverse and can be adapted to different playstyles. It also includes new voice lines and deep character customization, letting you fully immerse yourself in your role, whether you're a noble knight or a bloodthirsty marauder. With several expansive maps, you can join in large-scale battles with multiple objectives and fight for control of critical areas, all while experiencing the brutal but rewarding challenge of survival in the chaos of war. Ori and the Blind Forest is a critically acclaimed platform adventure game that has captivated thousands with its compelling narrative, stunning visuals, and fascinating gameplay. In this Metroidvania-style game, you will control a mysterious creature named Ori as it embarks on a journey to save the Forest of Nibel from impending doom. The gameplay emphasizes exploration, puzzle solving, and platforming, with Ori acquiring new abilities that unlock previously inaccessible areas. The Soul Link system allows you to create safe points at any location, adding a strategic element to the gameplay. It has been recognized as a significant example of video games as an art form, with its dreamlike sensitivity and emotional depth. R.E.P.O is a cooperative horror game where players work together to retrieve valuable, physics-based objects from haunted environments. Players are guided by a mysterious AI and must carefully handle items using a physics-based grabbing tool. The environments are filled with eerie monsters that adhere to the laws of physics, making it crucial for players to work together to move objects without damaging them or drawing too much attention. The gameplay is centered around teamwork, as players must coordinate to navigate through challenging terrains and transport awkwardly shaped objects. For example, moving a grand piano through a tight mansion becomes a puzzle in itself. The game also features proximity-based voice chat, allowing players to communicate and strategize in real time. The cooperative mechanics, combined with its humorous take on tense situations, make it a fresh addition to the co-op horror genre. Lies of P is an action RPG that reimagines the classic Pinocchio tale in a dark dystopian setting, offering a brutal, Souls-like experience reminiscent of Bloodborne and Dark Souls. The story follows P, a humanoid puppet on a quest to find his creator, R.E.P.O, in a world overrun by robotic, monstrous creatures. The game features intricate combat with weapon customization and mechanics, emphasizing precision and strategy. Set in the Belle Epoque era, it boasts stunning Gothic visuals and a gripping narrative shaped by your choices that influence P's development and morality. A unique lie system impacts the character's appearance and abilities, providing replayability and narrative depth. V-Rising is an action role-playing survival game that immerses players in a Gothic open world where they assume the role of a recently awakened vampire. Emerging from centuries of slumber, players must navigate a perilous landscape, hunt for blood to regain strength, and construct a formidable castle to serve as their sanctuary. The game masterfully blends elements of survival, exploration, and combat, offering a rich and engaging experience. The gameplay is set in a vast open world divided into diverse biomes, each presenting unique challenges and resources. You can gather materials, upgrade equipment, and build your castle, which will act as your home base. To unlock access to more advanced materials and equipment, you must defeat bosses found throughout the world. Survival mechanics are deeply integrated, requiring you to consume blood from various NPCs to gain specific benefits and avoid hazards like sunlight and garlic, which can weaken the vampire. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard reshapes the survival horror genre with its bold return to core elements of terror, resource management, and atmospheric storytelling. The game distinguishes itself from previous installments by shifting to a tense first-person perspective, plunging players into a suffocating and chilling world where every creak of the floorboard feels ominous. The game follows Ethan Winters, an ordinary civilian with no combat training, who ventures into the backwoods of Louisiana in search of his missing wife, Mia. His investigation leads him to the decaying, grotesque Baker family estate, a nightmarish plantation riddled with secrets and unspeakable horrors. What begins as a desperate rescue mission spirals into a harrowing fight for survival against deranged foes, bioorganic monstrosities, and the mind-bending influence of a mysterious infection. A defining feature of Resident Evil 7 is its intricate narrative structure. Scattered VHS tapes found throughout the estate allow players to experience pivotal events from different perspectives, unraveling the twisted history of the Baker family and the origins of the bioweapon nightmare. These moments provide context to the main storyline, while offering some of the game's most intense sequences. In the labyrinthine depths of the underworld, a rebellious son dares to challenge the dominion of death itself. Zagreus, offspring of the stern ruler of the dead, seeks to break free from his shadowy heritage and ascend to the world above. His journey is fraught with peril as he confronts relentless guardians, navigates treacherous realms, and uncovers long-buried family secrets. Each escape attempt is a unique odyssey through ever-shifting chambers teeming with foes and opportunities. A diverse arsenal, ranging from a swift blade to a thunderous cannon, offers myriad ways to confront the challenges ahead. Divine gifts from the Olympian gods bestow enhancements that can synergize in surprising ways, allowing for a multitude of tactical combinations. Defeat is not the end, but a return to the House of Hades, where relationships deepen and the story unfolds further. This tale of defiance and discovery weaves together fast-paced action, evolving narratives, and a richly imagined world, inviting you to forge your own path through the realm of the dead. Quantum Break unfolds in the city of Riverport, where a time travel experiment spirals into catastrophe. Jack Joyce, caught in the aftermath, acquires abilities to manipulate time, slowing, freezing, and dashing through moments. His former friend, Paul Serene, also gains powers, but chooses a different path, leading Monarch Solutions, a corporation intent on controlling the fractured timeline. As time itself begins to collapse, Jack must navigate a world where the past and future intertwine, confronting personal betrayals and the looming end of reality. The story is structured around 5 acts, each followed by a live-action episode that shifts based on choices made during pivotal junction points. These decisions, made from Paul Serene's perspective, influence how the narrative unfolds and reveal different angles of the story. Combat weaves Jack's time abilities with third-person shooting, creating fast, fluid battles where enemies can be frozen mid-motion or overwhelmed by a sudden burst of action. Environmental challenges also tap into time manipulation, asking for creative solutions to progress through areas where time itself is broken, with objects and structures caught in chaotic loops. Visually, the game captures dramatic scenes where time anomalies paint frozen moments. With cinematic live-action sequences, Quantum Break dives deep into the consequences of power, the weight of choice, and the struggle against forces far beyond human control. Doom is a first-person shooter that revitalizes the iconic series with high-speed combat and a robust arsenal of weapons. Players assume the role of the Doom Slayer, a formidable warrior awakened to confront demonic forces that have overrun a Martian research facility. The game emphasizes swift movement and relentless action, encouraging players to stay on the move and engage in close-quarters combat. The single-player campaign features 13 levels, each offering multiple pathways and open areas to explore. Players can discover collectibles, secrets, and upgrades to enhance their equipment. The Glory Kill mechanic allows players to replenish health by executing melee attacks on weakened enemies, adding a visceral element to the gameplay. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is a tactical, online third-person shooter role-playing game. Set in Washington, D.C., 7 months after the devastating dollar flu pandemic, which decimated the U.S. government and military. As an agent of the Division, you must restore order to a chaotic capital, fighting against hostile factions and dealing with the aftermath of a fallen government. You will engage in solo and cooperative gameplay, exploring a meticulously recreated Washington, D.C., filled with detailed landmarks like the White House and the National Mall. The city is now home to various factions, including the militarized True Sons and criminal groups, each vying for control of the remaining resources. As you progress, you will encounter a variety of missions and dynamic events across this sprawling urban environment, so there's always something to shoot at, and the game won't let you get bored. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden is a tactical role-playing game that blends turn-based combat with exploration in a post-apocalyptic world. Set in a world where humanity has collapsed, the game follows a group of mutated survivors, each with unique abilities, on a journey through a ruined landscape, uncovering secrets and confronting dangerous threats. The story revolves around the characters as they explore the remnants of civilization, encountering hostile creatures, and uncovering the mysteries of their world. You will guide the mutants through a combination of strategic exploration and tactical combat, where every decision counts. The game's world is open for exploration, with each area filled with items to scavenge, enemies to fight, and lore to uncover. Combat is turn-based, and you will control your characters in a variety of ways, making use of stealth, ranged, and close-quarters attacks. Choosing the right approach for each battle is crucial, and the game rewards careful planning and tactical positioning. With a deep narrative and strategic gameplay, Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden offers a unique and engaging experience for fans of tactical RPGs. Prey is a critically acclaimed first-person shooter set aboard the Talos 1 space station in 2032. You will assume the role of Morgan Yu, a scientist who wakes up to find the station overrun by hostile alien creatures known as the Typhon. The game revolves around Morgan's journey to uncover the mysteries surrounding the alien invasion and the sinister experiments that have taken place on the station. Set in a detailed and immersive environment, Prey combines exploration, puzzle solving, and combat in an open-world style that encourages player creativity. You can choose how to approach the game, whether through direct combat, stealth, or using the environment to their advantage. One of the standout features of the game is its neuromod system, which allows players to acquire alien powers or upgrade human abilities. This adds a deep layer of strategy, as players can choose to transform into objects to sneak past enemies or manipulate their environment to survive. Combat in Prey is intense and requires careful planning, as the Typhon creatures are not only numerous, but also highly adaptable. Devil May Cry 5 is a visually stunning and adrenaline-charged action-adventure game. As the fifth main entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series, it masterfully blends high-octane combat with a rich narrative set in a modern urban environment consumed by a demonic invasion. The story follows three protagonists, the seasoned demon hunter Dante, the energetic and determined Nero, and a mysterious new character known as V. Each character brings a unique fighting style, ensuring varied and dynamic gameplay throughout the adventure. Nero, returning from Devil May Cry 4, wields his signature Red Queen sword and Blue Rose revolver. His arsenal is enhanced by the introduction of Devil Breakers, a set of interchangeable, high-tech prosthetic arms with distinct combat capabilities, such as delivering powerful shockwaves or slowing down time. Dante, the series' iconic hero, offers unmatched versatility with his classic rebellion sword, the demonic Sparta blade, and an arsenal that includes the motorcycle-turned-chainsaw weapon Cavaliere, and the explosive gauntlets and boots called Balrog. The game's combat system is a hallmark of the series, refined to perfection with fluid controls and an emphasis on style. Chaining together attacks, dodges, and special moves rewards stylish rankings, encouraging creativity during battles. The environments are intricately crafted, ranging from the demon-infested city streets to surreal, grotesque landscapes deep within the demonic realm. Boss fights are particularly memorable, featuring massive, grotesque foes that require strategic thinking and swift reflexes to conquer. Sniper Elite Resistance is a tactical shooter game that offers a fresh perspective on the Sniper Elite series, focusing on a covert operation within occupied France during World War II. You will assume the role of Harry Hawker, an agent of the Special Operations Executive, tasked with eliminating a formidable new weapon that could alter the course of the war. The narrative unfolds alongside the events of Sniper Elite 5, providing a parallel storyline that enriches the overarching plot. The game features a blend of stealth and tactical third-person combat, allowing players to navigate through intricately designed levels filled with Nazi forces. The gameplay emphasizes strategic planning, offering multiple approaches to missions, and a variety of weapons to suit different playstyles. In Dave the Diver, you dive into the bizarre and beautiful blue hole by day and run a sushi restaurant by night. Each dive is unpredictable. Shifting seascapes, rare marine life, and mysterious ruins offer new challenges and discoveries. Harpoon fish, face off against deep-sea creatures, and uncover secrets tied to an ancient underwater civilization. Back on land, your restaurant becomes a fast-paced juggling act. Turn your catch into dishes, serve quirky guests, and expand your operations with upgrades, farming, and new staff. The story is packed with oddball characters and humorous moments, while mini-games and side quests keep things fresh, from seahorse racing to rhythm games. It's a strange, charming mix of ocean adventure and restaurant chaos, stitched together with sharp writing and surprising depth. Mad Max plunges you into brutal, post-apocalyptic wasteland where survival is the primary goal. This open-world action game, developed by Avalanche Studios, lets players embody Max, a lone road warrior in a world ravaged by gangs and war. The narrative begins with Max being stripped of his beloved Interceptor car, leading him to team up with a mysterious mechanic known as Chum Bucket. Together, they aim to build a powerful vehicle, the Magnum Opus, to confront the tyrannical warlord Scrotus and his army. The gameplay is a mix of vehicular clashes, on-foot brawls, and exploration. You can engage in high-octane car chases and traversing the vast wasteland. The combat system emphasizes dynamic action, with Max using both melee and range attacks to defeat enemies. The game's world is expansive, with a variety of missions and side quests to pull you in for dozens of hours. Alien Isolation is a survival horror game that places players in the shoes of Amanda Ripley, the daughter of the iconic Ellen Ripley. Set 15 years after the original 1979 film, the narrative unfolds aboard the Sevastopol space station, a decommissioned trading hub on the fringes of space. Amanda embarks on a perilous journey to uncover the truth behind her mother's disappearance, only to encounter a deadly alien presence lurking in the shadows. The game emphasizes stealth and resourcefulness. A standout feature of Alien Isolation is its advanced artificial intelligence, which allows the alien to adapt to the player's actions, creating a dynamic and suspenseful experience. The game's retro-futuristic art direction and meticulous attention to detail in the environment design contribute to a convincing science fiction world, with machines and settings that are functional and utilitarian, rather than overtly futuristic. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. If you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.